Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say welcome yet again to another edition of the program, The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line Liberia comes away every Tuesday and Friday of the week, and we do discuss variety of issues on the bottom line. We discuss politics, we discuss human interest stories, and we talk just about generally everything about Liberia. And so tonight is going to be one of those nights where we will be discussing uh, the interest of Liberia, but on a different level politically, though it has to do with organization. And so in every organization, there is politics, but this is not national politics. So tonight is going to be a wonderful discussion, and we hope to have um, a team of panelists here that we'll be talking to. But in the meantime, while we await our panelists to come or our guests to come, we will just make a couple of announcements. And starting with this one, the announcement you see on your screen has to do with the bottom line Liberia, and we are on the radio in Liberia. That is Red Power FM 100.3, Monrovia, Liberia, on every Tuesday of the week. At that time, we are relayed on the bottom line from directly from our studios in Europe. We have three studios in Europe, one in Norway, one in the UK, and another one in Sweden. So we do discuss about issues generally, and then we are relayed on the Red Power FM in Monrovia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Liberian time, which is 8 p.m. UK time or GMT, and then it's also 9 p.m. Central European time. That's 9 p.m. CET. And so we are on the radio in Liberia every Tuesday evening. So if you have the opportunity, you can join us on Red Power FM, and we are relayed in about 9 countries, as I understand. That particular station covers about 9 countries. Okay, so um, if you have the time, you can join us next Tuesday um, on Red Power FM in Monrovia, Liberia. We also on our online radio, that is the bottom line online radio. And simultaneously, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and so you can follow us everywhere. So, like I said, tonight we'll be discussing something else, not the usual Liberian politics, where where we focus on the national issues. But tonight we'll be taking it from a different angle. Though what we'll be discussing will be about Liberia and Liberians, especially in the diaspora in Europe. And so we're going to have the leadership, the current leadership, which is the outgoing leadership, also coming in to tell us their achievements and if they had any challenges during their regime, and at this time when they are turning over power very soon next week, what are their dreams and aspirations? What do they hope that the new incoming administration will achieve, and so forth? So it's going to be exciting. And like I said, we're going to have the leadership of that organization coming. We'll review everything to you in just a few minutes. But um, again, I will remind you that we have the bottom line coming on live in Liberia on Red Power FM every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Liberian time, 8 o'clock British time, that's GMT, and then 9 o'clock Central European time. Okay, we're going to do a late short musical break, and when we come back, we're going to be going to see if our guests are arriving in studio. And at the same time, while the music is playing, we will be also sharing the show. And so we know members of this organization are very eager to listen to the program. People already started asking me for the link for them to tune in. Don't worry, we'll be getting the link in the next couple of minutes. But like I said, we are on our online radio. You can catch us from your Apple store. You can also catch us from your Google store. Just download the bottom line Liberia, and you'll be able to get us on your radio. Okay, let's see if we can get an interlude of music right here. Let me see which type of music I'll play today because, like I said, we try to do away with national politics, so we will look for something soft that we will play that everybody will enjoy. Um, where is it? Where is it? Where I should have something here. I should really have something here. Okay, let me play this one here.
What's up? Got my room. Got the all-star welcome to all the mannings. My hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero. Some people got a hero to make a maggie. Some people got a hero to make food. Your hero is your hero. My hero is my hero. My hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero, my hero. Yes, they go to the show. What about your weird? You got the ballet. You did. That was a go. See your bands. Everybody got a era. Oh God, you know, your era is your era. Some people here to make a market. Some people here to be up and down in the street. Some people here to pay the sign of me. I got my era, it's music era. Oh God, I say, now my hero, now my hero, now my hero.
Okay, that my era, that was a Liberian music, and I remember a few years back, this music was a hit on the chart in Liberia. I used to like it as well. But let me say, welcome to those of you who just joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the Bottom Line Liberia, where we discuss the issues that make headlines in our country. We also discuss human interest stories that are non-political, and so tonight is going to be one of those nights that we'll be talking human interest here. It concerns a group of Liberians who left Liberia as a result of the war and found habitat in another part of the war, and then we refer to ourselves as diaspora Liberians, even though we're not living home presently, but we say Liberians. We do go there, we visit, we have relatives, and so everything that concerns Liberia concerns us. And we do make our little contributions as well to the rebuilding of Liberia. Tonight, we will be discussing the Union of Liberian Organizations in Norway. That is ULAN, ULAN. That's Union of Liberian Organizations in Norway. The U is for Union, the L is Liberians, the A is Association, and the N stands for Norway. So it's ULAN for short. So during the course of the program, if you hear us frequently use the acronym ULAN, that's what it means. And since our guests, our viewers are still pouring in, we will repeat that announcement so that you will be aware of what we're talking about. But let's see if we can bring on our guests as they are arriving one by one. Let me say welcome to Mr. or Ambassador Michael Forsther. Do you hear me well?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good, and I hear you loud and clear. And Ambassador Michael Parr Forsther is the vice president of the Union of Liberian Associations in Norway, ULAN. And he's going to be one of those with us tonight. We expect the president of the organizations, Mr. Emmanuel Suah, to be joining us pretty soon. And if possible, we'll also have the chairman of the board of directors, Mr. or Dr. Ken Marblow. We expect all of them to join us. And if for any reason they cannot come, then we'll proceed with the program. But Mark, you are here in Norway, so I just want to we start with this normal humor. How is the weather from your end? Because of course we know which the best thing that we concern ourselves with is the weather. How's the weather from your end?
Oh yeah, it has been raining here today, so yeah, it's a wet day. Though we are in summer, but we have a lot of shower here today. Yeah,
Okay,
but otherwise everything is okay here.
okay. I guess it's the same from my end.
Mm.
But simultaneously we will be sharing the show as well. I
Yeah.
will copy the link now and put it into the ULAN chat box so uh, people can watch it. I guess everybody's kind of eager to come on. Let me see if I can find that. Let me just ask Mark, how is life generally in Norway? Because normally people would think that when you're in the diaspora, life is just that sweet and easy, and everything is sweet, no hard time. How is it in Norway?
Yeah, just like any other place, you have to stand up, you have to work, you have to be focused, and you just have to be yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, though there are a lot of opportunities here, but you have to select the perfect one and go for it
And
and
those
make sure that
opportunities come with prices
it
as
is
well.
realistic. Yeah.
Okay, but tonight we'll be discussing your organization, which you serve as vice president for. Though we expect the president to come, they say when the sun is shining, the moon does not shine. So saying
Hmm.
the sun is still in the night, so
The,
it's like
the
to say
moon
the
here to show light.
the moon will show small light, and just in case the sun comes, then the sun will take over. But on a light note, how is Yula doing?
uh, it's doing well, and we we are in a transitional period now. There will be elections in a week time, the next weekend that is coming, and yeah, things are on course with a lot of momentum, preparation, and yeah, everything is okay. Yeah.
And so Yula is still an organization that is alive.
Mhm.
Good. Okay, let's see if we can share this show. I'm see. But while we wait to share the show, I'm still trying to share it to a lot of my contacts, and that's what we do here. So bear with us, and you know, this is the social media age. We have to let everybody be a part of the program.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know if it is in Yulan's chat box. Let me just check and make sure. But let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yes, okay. Pretty soon we're gonna have let me see if I can also send the link to one of our guest panelists here. He's actually coming on. But Francis Mensa is the one. Wait for me, Francis. I'm going to send you the link. I'm trying to actually do multiple tasks here. So, folks in Viewland, um, wait for us. We'll be making a place hot in a couple of seconds from now. It's going to be exciting to discuss these issues. But let me just get something straight first. Let me get something straightened up. Okay, but Michael, while we await the rest of the guys to join us, let me just ask you this question. ULAN has been existing for some time. Could you just try to tell our viewers how, when was this organization actually established, and uh, how was it established, and where in Norway it was established?
Yeah. As we go down the history lane, ULAN was established 2004 in Kongsberg. A group of Liberians came together and they decided to just celebrate, the July 26th, the Independence Day. But then other far-sighted people were there, so but we get expanded to a full-fledged organization, and then where we try to incorporate, all the Liberians that are in Norway, at least, and the brains, went to work, and then was formed. But after a year, we went to the far northern city of Vadsø, the northern part of Norway, where the constitution was, drafted and accepted by the body and then put into play. So yeah, we can say that about 2005, was really constituted. Yeah.
That sounds like it's been a very long time, and it has matured, and it has become a very good, viable organization. But like we said, the president is expected to be here with us tonight, and we 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 do want to cross ahead of him. But let
Mm.
me ask you some soft side question. Um, ULAN. We've heard about this organization in Norway. Uh, why? Okay, you try to give the history, but why was it important that Liberians who came as refugees who want to form organization in a strange land, and 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 be together? Why was it important?
Yeah, the war in Liberia, um, the population of Liberia, spread all over the world, and we met here in Norway, but we came from different countries. Like uh, people were refugees in the Cote d'Ivoire, in Sierra Leone, in Guinea. People were in Ghana, and some people came from Liberia directly also. So when we met here, so it was like you know a reunion per se. Though we all knew each other in Liberia, but it's like Liberian coming together. So we decided to form this uh, organization that Liberians will meet annually or regularly, to socialize, to especially help people back home in Liberia. But at first, the objective of ULAN was not mainly focused on helping people in Liberia. It was just like people coming together. Yes, we have merry making and what have you. But after a year or two, we started to really focus on charity initiatives in Liberia, and then everybody took it there because we found ourselves in a better country. Very fortunate to be here, and then there are, as I said from the beginning, a lot of opportunities here, and we try to make use of it. And from our own hard earnings, we started to help people back in Liberia, and then so it's like people in the United States, they have ULA there as well. So those are the washing is almost the same here as ULA, but we have a strict objective now because, as I said, the transitional is not just turning the leadership over. The transitional period that we find ourselves in is from misunderstanding, making peace, and drawing ULAN objective to be really focused, and be a focus point. So we drafted the five dynamic areas that we will be focusing on, and to channel all our operation and all our functions through. So there are a lot of things that have been going on in ULAN, and I hope the president will be here and to elaborate as well. But I've witnessed them also. I'm here as well. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say welcome to Mr. Francis Mensah from Studio B in Sweden. Mr. Mensah is our regular guest panelist here on the show, The Bottom Line. Mr. Mensah, we'd like to say welcome to you.
Yeah, welcome, gentlemen. Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks for the invite tonight, and
Mm-hmm.
I hope we're gonna have some healthy discussions
Mm-hmm.
surrounding the leadership of ULAN and the way forward.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, we hope we will. And by way of announcement to all ULAN members, or if you go in the ULAN chat room, you see that the show is shared. Just click, just go there and click, and then you can start viewing the show. Let me make sure that let me make sure. But Francis, how is the weather from your side? Viewers bear with us because in the Scandinavia, that's the biggest thing that affect our lives. So we always talk about that. Let me see. Let me see. Scandinavia, that's the biggest thing that affect our lives. So we always talk about that. Somebody has you listening to yourself. You got to mute it so you can have feedback. Let me see. Yeah, so Francis, tell us how is the weather from your side? Probably will
Well,
be able to tell us.
the weather has been up and down, so we say in the Liberian parlance. We have been experiencing some sunshine and intermittent rain. So it's just Scandinavian weather. I would surmise that the summer is over for us because you know,
Sweet and short, eh? Sweet and
yeah,
short.
we had our summer in May and June, so
Mm.
July, unexpectedly, we're having some showers now. So most of the planned outdoor activities might be affected by the rain coming.
Okay. That's great. I think I'm still having some little technical glitches sharing this link to the ULAN chat room. That's why, folks, you see my head is bent. I don't want to keep you in suspense. It's not I'm not paying attention to the viewers or to our guests, but it's very, very important that I share this thing to. Okay, yes, I think I got it. I think I know what to do now. So as soon as we get it on our way, then we will be okay. We got it. I think we got it. So let me make sure. Let me make sure. So Yula memos, if you go to um, okay, let me see. Yeah, I think we got it. So if you go
Yeah.
to the Yula memos, if you go to the chat room, you'll see that the link has been shared there. You can follow it and view the program. Okay, guys, I think the president, Mr. Emmanuel Suah, might be joining us. I'll also make sure I follow him up. But we stay wasting some little time. Let me put it like Liberian way. We stay, killing time. Killing time. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
killing time. Last minute
yeah,
time. When
yeah.
you're leading the football game, and but killing time.
Yeah, killing time. When you're leaving the game, you can't rush because the game already in your favor. So where you rushing for? So killing time, small, small, until Mr. Swag can join us. But at the same time, let ULA members go and view. We want your full participation because this concerns you. Um, but Michael, you mentioned something. You said ULAN is the equivalent of ULA in America. That is the Union of Liberian Association in the Americas. Okay, but I also want to believe that ULA is not at that level because uh, we have EFLA, uh, whose memo or whose Secretary General sits here now as one of the guest panelists. I know he will raise eyebrows. Oh, but do we have another organization that is bigger than EFLA? But I guess you try to make that you try to make that comparison in some sense. We want to clarify a little bit, Michael.
Yeah, the comparison came it's like we take the United States to be a country and we take Norway to be a country. So Liberia residing in the United States, as a country, they form an organization that is the umbrella organization for all the other organizations that in various states. But I don't know much about that, but that what I know. And then here too, we have ULAN, which is the umbrella organization for most of the local organizations or regional organizations here, on the county level or regional level as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
But I would think that somebody would say, okay, if ULAN is the umbrella organization here, probably they are they could be equivalent to, because America is a country with several states. Okay,
Mm,
so yeah, Norway is a country with several communes. So maybe they will take it on that level, but that's not really important. I think what
mm.
is important here is that Liberians organize themselves in Norway for one common purpose. But now we'll go into the real business. Francis, do you have anything to start with Michael?
Yeah, Michael, I heard you guys are in the transitional state, the period of turning over, the leadership to a new group of people. Uh, my concern here is why it took so long for you guys to turn over leadership. You know,
How
as
long? How long is so long?
I mean, 10 years plus, I guess.
Yeah, we took power in I think 2012, and then we were to have elections, and there were no contestants and vote of confidence at the convention. They said we should stay put on two occasions, and then came these epidemics and like other call the the corona came, and some peace process were in between as well. So all these, delay the process or prolong our time in office. So it was not like, we just planned to be in office, but there were unforeseen circumstances that, led us to that. So, but hopefully we are leaving office, and it is a good thing to be, you know, transitional period where you will have other contestants, other qualified individuals coming to take your post. So we are happy. We feel that we have succeeded in uh, this transition and bringing Liberians in Norway together. Though there are other individuals, always as always. Other individuals will be there to, maybe they are waiting to see whether this transition will hold or it will go on, and afterward they may come. But we are talking to them, so we are hopeful that every Liberian will see reason, to rally around ULAN, as the organization that will speak for people in Norway, the Liberians in Norway, and the organization that they will feel belong to. So it's like we are opening up, and people are coming. My phone is busy 24/7. People are registering to vote. They are registering on the ULAN roster to vote. People calling from Trondheim. They are calling from as far as Vatso. People are calling from Bergen. Yeah, individuals, those that don't belong to the local or regional organizations. So as individuals, they are coming. They are calling. So it's a good thing, and that's a motivational, factor there and a positive sign. So the election commission is working 24/7 too, because I relate to them mostly, and they have things in place, and there are a lot of confidence, people, the candidates, the voters have in them. So at the end of the day, next week, maybe the Monday that is coming, after the other week that is coming, we'll be enjoying our retirement.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah,
But
I have a follow up.
yeah, yeah, please do.
I mean, are we delving into the topic of the day, the discussion now, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can go on. Or when if the president comes, he will meet us in the middle.
okay? I have a follow up. If I heard you rightly, you said individuals and the Constitution of ULAN
Mm,
or the proposed uh, conglomeration of ULANs that membership should be on uh, county level or state-based level. And I hear you speak of individuals. So I'm kind of confused here because the presidency of ULAN should be uh, contested by the regional leaders from various organizations. And so I do not know, or will you please tell us how many leaders from the various organizations should be contesting in line with your claim that ULAN is the it encompasses all organizations in Norway.
yeah, the constitution didn't specify, that people must, come from a local organization or within, or established organization in a county. But it said uh, to be qualified, you got to be a member of ULAN. You got to be a librarian or librarian background. So people are qualified on this basis, and then we have candidates from all around, from all the local most of the local organizations. We have people from candidate from Sheehan in the Telemark area, two candidates from there. We have one from the vacant county, which is almost the most populated county now. I'm residing here in vacant, and then we have one, two candidates from there, and we have Oslo. So we have another two candidates from three candidates from Oslo. So it's like people are from all around, but it's it's just hard to say that you know in such an endeavor you have everybody come rushing in to apply. That only those with high interest, those that believe in the organization, those that want to contribute highly in the organization, they are the ones that sign up for, to be officials, the next official. Because it's not an easy thing. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to find. I said on two occasions there were no applicants for these positions, and the body there gave out the vote of confidence. Say, okay, but you guys can continue. We can't have an empty organization with our head. So, but now we have contestants, so it's something positive, and in the near future more to come, because the membership people are registering, those that new members are coming, people that have not declared their intention to be member of before. They are in their hundreds now, so it's something positive, yeah, because I receive the names, the list. We are talking about almost 250 new people. Yeah, I think you are mute. You are mute.
You're right. I was doing some stuff.
Mm,
By way of information, the chairman, Mr. Emmanuel Suah, is watching. Is coming on. I just got confirmation that he was actually in traffic. He's coming on now. In the next couple of minutes, we hope to have Mr. Suah here, and then we can start some of the real tough questions. What we're doing is, the old people say before the fire burns, becomes wild, you got to burn that particular spot where it started from. So that's what
mm.
yeah, we're trying to burn the spot, and then we can spread wide. But Yulan, you spoke about membership, people coming in. When the chairman comes, we'll almost start back again from this formation and go through some of the problems. one of the things to talk about is the membership, people calling. Um, why is it that people are getting interested now? You know, like in the past, because I'm a member of ULAN and also part of the leadership. But I'm not playing a leadership role tonight, so I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm not gonna be part of your answering team. I'm gonna be the questioning team, part of the questioning team. But why I say that people are now seeing the importance of ULAN and flocking in, and because I personally look at that list you're talking about, we
Mm.
have pretty close to over 100 new people. When I say new people, they are all Liberians living here, but they were not part of ULAN. Why the influx?
Yeah, I think I will give credit maybe to the candidates that are contesting because they are mobilizing as well. They are mobilizing and calling people to come and to vote, bringing their voters from their camps and encouraging Liberians as we are working to encourage Liberians too. But when Liberians decide to do something, they can do it. And when they say we are not doing this, they won't. So maybe this is the time, that they have decided, so, okay, but then we are coming, and they are coming. Or it have been difficult to track down every Liberian in Norway. The Liberians are here. We are more than maybe about 2,000 plus, but to track people is just difficult.
And
Except the person is waiting.
that's why my question came in. But
Mm.
you also mentioning that it's probably because of the candidates that are running, they bringing on people to vote. So it makes me to want to suspect that right after the voting, when these should I say invited voters have voted and put in the person they want, they might just disappear and ULAN will remain a skeleton organization. Do you see something
Or
like that?
no, no, I don't think so.
And Michael, will
But
you face your camera, please? Because we can't see your face totally. I don't, yeah, like just in a way that okay, we can see you now. Good. Yeah.
mm, yeah, I think it's both ways because you know the person that will become the next president, and next vice president, and maybe the secretary, and whatever. They set up the code of officers. They will have their own design based on what their leadership will offer. Because nobody want to be part of a bad thing, or nobody will reject something that is good. So you have to strategize. You have to build up programs, activities. That will keep the people together. That will keep them busy. That will be attracted to them. You got to study. The social status of these people. Why really drive them into a place? Why motivate them to come somewhere? There are a lot of things to be done because Liberian we are very hard to deal with, and but we are all humans. We can be moved too. So if the new leadership comes and then set a lot of programs, that are meaningful to the people, I think they will be around. Yeah, they will be around. Yeah. So, but as you said, maybe other people just coming to vote and go. I don't know, but time will tell because. But what I believe in is no one want to be part of a bad thing, and no one want to be part of good things. So long you have good projects, good programs, meaningful ones, objective ones, those that are realistic and feasible, people will come around. And ULAN has structured itself in your way that the next leadership would not even catch much hard time, except you want to, bring mountain upon yourself, but the blueprints are there, and you can bring your ideas, you just plug it in, and then it will work for you fine.
Francis, you want to follow up?
Yes, your critics would say that you do not have a constituent base, and UDA is not operating within the framework of, I mean, other organizations who should supposed to be, part of that framework that you call ULAN. So how will you silence your critics that you do not have a constituent or base? No, it's just you guys in Oslo. I mean, it's not. Uh, it does not represent the people of Liberians in Norway across the spectrum of Norway.
Yeah, ULAN. Now I'm saying that the structure of ULAN is not a community base or any kind of regional base, to be stationary somewhere. ULAN is not even in Oslo. ULAN is not even in the vacant area where I live. ULAN is not in Bergen. ULAN is everywhere. We are not. What I mean, ULAN is not in those areas. We are not basing anywhere. So it's like, because when the framers, drafted the constitution, their vision was this rotational leadership from one region to another. But the dynamics, dictates. So we we have realized that okay, you can be anywhere and take leadership. You can be any part of Norway and be a leader. Because as for me, I'm living in Rakistar. It's about 3-4 hours away from the president Suah. And then we have the financial secretary is almost 4 hours away from me. Then we have the secretary general himself. He's almost like 6-7 hours away from me. So we just spread up, because ULAN, we don't want it to be or community based. Then Liberian people say, oh, all of them based in that one place. So everybody have a shot. Java people from Bergen apply, to become leader here, or the vice president, one of the vice president from Bergen, and we have someone from uh, Kornsberg as well. So you can be anywhere and just apply. So the former leaders that have been here too, they were living Tromsø, some are not living Tromsø, some are not living in the Bergen as well. So that's how it been working. So it's not to say that we are stationed somewhere. We spread up, and then the local organization there are the root of ULAN, but the ULAN is just like an administrator up there.
Okay, I think I can come in. Now we're going to be getting a little bit tougher.
Mm.
You talk about some problems that you now have faced in the past, and which has hindered the growth, kind of hindered the growth of the organization. Will you just point out a few of those problems, the most important ones, and how did you go about solving some of those problems?
Yeah, what the most noted one is like the split. Uh, we are ULAN constituted one group of ad hoc committee, and the ad hoc committee was to execute certain task. And after that task, the ad hoc committee stood and went as like fall out, faction leg, and start to form themselves into an organization. And then there was another organization, in one regional organization in the Trondheim area, is the middle of Norway, and their contention was we had our personal our organization number first before the mainstream ULAN was formed. So we are the national organization as well. And so we contacted the ambassador in Germany, and then she came here. We had the first peace talk, and then we decided to go into the major talks. And then there's a report. I think I forwarded a report to or Suah forwarded a report to EFLA as well. So at the end of the day, it was made clear that ULAN was well structured. We are not trying to demean the other organizations or other regional organizations, but ULAN was well structured in a way to move, they take the Liberian, forward, to bring them together. So that platform of ULAN was the best to be used. And then since then we started to lobby. And after the peace talk, the reports came, and we started to lobby and push the agenda in the forth. And it's very fruitful today that we will have election in the next 1 week. So, and people are pouring in, every day. So as I said, there will be other people with that divided mind still. but we will talk to them. We will reach out to them still to convince them. But they are individuals anyway. We will not want to demean people, but we are talking, and as I said, the contestants that are coming, contesting this time around, the candidates, or they are working hard, and they have that kind of positive, vibes in there that they will do well in uniting the Liberians, bringing the Liberians together. Most of the Liberians in Norway together. Our administration, I can admit, we were a little bit slow, or a little bit unfortunate to bring all the Liberians together, because I don't know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, after the peace talk and after the election, we are hopeful that, yeah, those that are beyond the fence will come. Those main players, we will reach out to them, or the new leadership will reach out to them. So yeah, we are hopeful in that line.
Okay. Let me just make this quick announcement. If you're watching us, you can call us on this WhatsApp number. Or that's if you're living in Norway, of course, you can call this number without the +47. But if you're living out of Norway, you can. Or anyway, you can still call it. That's +4799450882 is displayed on the screen there, and we're talking to the leadership, the current leadership, which it will soon be the outgoing leadership of ULAN, that's the Union of Liberian Associations in Norway. And currently we have Mr. Marco, or Ambassador Marco Forsther. He's the vice president. We stay awaiting the arrival of the president. He's having some technical glitches to log on, but if he manages to get on, we'll also be hearing from him. And the number you see on the screen is just for the StreamYard, or our Facebook for StreamYard, you see. But the actual number is in the background. We got so many people watching. But let me just read a couple of comments here. I asked Marco the question why he said that Liberians are flocking in. And one of the viewers, Michael Kwe, he said the answer to that question is people want unity, and therefore they are following the peace accord mandates. And Michael, you just mentioned that one of the problems we had was the disunity, and then people, other groups were breaking away, trying to be on their own. And I think that's when the actual breakaway started. But Michael is saying that people, or the viewer here is saying that people are now coming because they're following the mandate from the ambassador. When she came, we had a meeting and she mandated that, the groups should work together, and that's why people are coming. Do you agree with that idea?
Yeah, of course. It's one of the factors. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like Norway being at a pause, for almost 4 5 years, at a pause, stop, nothing moving. Though you don't been doing other things back in Liberia, maybe the president can talk about that, or maybe it's not appropriate for me to say now. But people are tired.
Let me also ask you this question. Somebody is saying that ULAN is our common denominator. There's a caller on the line. We'll take a caller before we go further. Hello, caller. Do you hear us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Are talking about Mr. J. Justin Quitty from Oslo.
Okay, Justin Quitty. Are you a member of ULAN?
Yeah, I'm a member of ULAN, yeah?
Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question to you, Mr. Lindsay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was wondering, you put the president, the vice president, the board chair on the hot seat. But why are you still on the hot seat to answer this question?
Okay, that's a very good question. The reason is simple. If I have my president and my vice president here, I don't think that. No, listen, the vice president had not arrived. But if I have that's why I say if the president, or when the president is here and the vice president is here, they are the two top officials, and I cannot say anything that they will not say. I mean, or that they are saying. I'll just be repeating. And besides that, the second point is I am the host for this program, so I cannot interview myself. It'll be like I ask myself, it doesn't work. So I am facilitating them to give you the information that I also know. So I think that's the answer to the question.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Well, you see, it's getting hard. People want to know because I'm part of this administration, and for you viewers that don't know, I'm part of the administration. I'm the vice. I am the secretary general, and we are the one going out. And so people want to know why I'm not making contribution. Well, the fact is, I cannot interview myself. So, some Francis want to ask me, but Francis are the two uh, moderators here, so he cannot ask me either. But if you has any question, you can ask, you can call and ask me if you think I should answer one question or several questions. I can also. But like I said, my president and my vice president are here or will be here to respectively take care of everything. Okay, Michael, there is another comment here from Sis Francis. Uh, Dennis Molma, this is not a question, it's just a comment, but I want you to comment on it as well. She said, ULAN is our common denominator that keeps us together as Liberians. Do you agree with that?
Of course, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
but why is it that your administration has been so, like you just admitted, very, very slow to bring all these people together? And now that you are going out and the people are coming in,
Yeah,
is it
yeah. I think,
something that was wrong with you or your administration that the people did not want to come?
yeah, I think we came in and almost inherited a crisis of division, and it was like a slow poison in Yulan, and people were instigating this whole division, and yeah, it was so deep. Yeah, it was so deep. So, but as time went by, people started to realize that Yulan is the true common denominator for us, because it's like, besides the organization, the regional organization in Trondheim, every other organization had their root from Yulan. So yeah, so they have realized, members have realized, people that they kind of fatigue as well, kicks in sometimes. So people, time is going up. People are getting old and tired, and the young people are coming. They have a lot of energy. They want to use it. They kind of division. They don't like it, and they want a common place. ULA is the common place for everyone. People, we the older folks, we have some division, but the young people are putting our feet into the fire, and then we are resolving it one at a time, and trying to put things in the right perspective. So now the young people they are fire up, and the young adults, they are fire up, and then things going as according to the peace plan. So as I said, there are other individuals here, the main actors, of those division, and we will reach out to them, and we are friends. We have them on Facebook as friends. We meet, we talk. So it's not like say we fought war and kill each other. Man, we can see other. I know it's not like that. That's just something that we have to swallow this pride and move forward. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not comment here because the reason why Francis will come in, but the reason why I'm reading all these comments is that these are comments from ULAN members, and these are some of the reasons why ULAN has been a little bit tired or a little bit dragging or lagging behind the past. Emilia Grams Yanta says, uh, her answer to that, if I were to answer that question, her answer would be that Liberians are the one fighting each other for power, and they don't want peace and reconciliation. So, do you think the slow pace of ULAN to grow very big for almost everybody to come on board is because people are fighting for power? Everybody wants to be in leadership, and that's the reason why. Because I think that's what Emilio observed, according to her comment.
Yeah, yeah, it's another factor, because there are a lot of factors, like bring out crisis. So it's one of the factors there, because if you individuals feel that they are being marginalized, maybe they feel rejected, they feel that their voices don't count, then they will back up. Then they will cause problems. So we have to just sit and study the whole situation as a whole. So yeah, people are fighting for power, or were fighting for power. And they use that means to cause some setback for UNA. And people that will feel that, okay, if this can happen like this, then I will spoil everything, that mentality. But those people are in minority. They spoil us. We call them the spoilers. They are in minority, and there's no benefit in that. Nobody's getting paid from this thing. We are just here to have a community, and there are a lot of opportunities here that we can gain from. So if we are united, it will be great. With all these little conflicts and crises and thing, we Liberians here, we've been doing a lot in Liberia. We during the Ebola time we were there. We have established scholarship, and the Corona time we identify with the people, and ULAN, the transition part of ULAN as well.
Hold on,
ULAN
hold
has
on.
a 5 dynamic areas now. Now we are trying to concentrate, and these areas are, we they are heavy, and we need more people. We need the brains in Norway here. The Liberians are here with degrees, those that are contacts, those that are professionals. We need them. Even everybody will need them. So yeah, we can do better when we are united and we are many.
Okay, we
And
got a caller on
this is
the
the direction
line.
we are taking.
We got a caller on the line, I guess from Sweden. Caller, what's your name?
My name is Douglas. I'm calling from Sweden. How are you, Linford?
Yeah, Douglas Yakendi. Douglas Pillow. I want to say welcome to you. And what's your concern?
Linford, I'm really surprised to see that leadership is still holding power in Norway. So let me tell you, that is the longest leadership ever I've ever seen within a Liberian association abroad. I think that leadership took over around 2000.
Let me help you. Let me help you right there. 2012. Let me help you. 2012.
2012, yeah. And the situation is that most of the people left the organization. The organization went dormant because of some people were disenchanted. They started creating groups all around, but they noticed that they were not having any member. The membership were going because our generation is going. Our generation is not like before. It's not like the time that we came. We were young. We were energetic, going from place to place, having programs. So we needed to infuse the younger folks within the organization, and they saw the older people as stumbling block, to them. So one of the meetings we went to, I told them, I said, it's good that we appoint interim leadership that will take over. But I'm surprised to see that the same guys that were heading the organization, they stay there. The few days I saw it, I was so surprised. But it's so good that we are heading on new. It's just good that we all will just go away and we get new people to come in that will take over after us. Definitely, it will be good that way. But thank you for the program, man.
Okay. Well, we'll be soliciting the views of people. Okay, thank you, Douglas. Will you just hang out? There is another call on the line. Good evening, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller. Hello. This is Francis. Yeah. Do you hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. What's your concern?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why did you call and what you want to say?
No, I'm just listening to the caller from Sweden.
And
I was listening to the caller from Sweden. He said that he's surprised that the leadership is still in power. Although the leadership is still in power, but the leadership is not to take 100% the blame. Also, we the members too, we have to be blamed for the longest time the leadership been in power. Because I remember
on two, because I remember on 2 occasions, there was nobody who applied for any positions.
Yeah, talk. Do not listen to yourself. Yeah, talk.
Like that, they just, the leadership, if the leadership had resigned that time, then, you know, if the leadership had resigned in those 2 times, then I don't know how you know going to be like today. Although they stay in power, they went against the constitution, but I think it was for the good. But they did extremely well. I want to applaud the leadership for being there, keeping ULAN up to this time. How many Liberian organizations yet today that can really stand for So the leadership, not only to be being the leadership, we too, the members, the people I applied that time was looking for leaders to take over people I applied that time, then we're not going to be the people yesterday. So they bring a 50-50, the leaders 50%, and we the members 50%.
Okay, thank you. And so Liberians, there you have it. We're having cross views from members, and these people that are talking, they are real members of ULAN. Douglas is right now in Sweden, but he's a founding member of ULAN, and he's still a member of ULAN. He said that he got a little some commitment in Sweden, and so he's between Sweden and Norway. So those are real members of ULAN talking. Marco, you heard the 2 opposing views. One say the leadership have been in power for long, and the other one say we should not blame the leadership. Okay, we have another call coming in. Let's take this call. Hello, caller, and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello, my name is Richard. I'm calling from Kongsberg.
Okay, Richard, I'm calling from Kongsberg, Norway. What is your concern, sir?
Yeah, I would like to address the comment made by Douglas, where he said the current administration has overstayed and he is surprised to still see them in power. The first thing is that before we make these kind of statements, it's important that we understand from whence the organization has come and what were the factors that led to this current administration being so long in power. I think Francis tried to hit some of the points there, but we should bear in mind that there were 2 major things that came up that affected certain factors that led to the current administration being in power. One, we had the corona situation. That is the most recent. The corona situation. People are now moving up. Therefore, we could hardly have a convention. I think over 2 or 3 years we never had convention, national convention. Then we have also the situation of the peace talk. Due to the peace talk, this current administration has already gone into the negotiation with the disgruntled factors. So you could not, in any given circumstances, have an election when you already have a peace talk going on. It will not have been proactive. So those 2 factors coupled up with what Francis said. On 2 different occasions, I said national election commission head, I set up information, pieces of information, asking people to apply. No one applied. I asked people to apply and no one applied. How can you have an election when you don't have any contestant? It's impossible. It's not possible. You cannot have an election when there is no one to be voted for. That's one. 2, he talked about interim government. There is nowhere enshrined within the constitution of ULAN that there should be an interim government. There is nowhere. So how we have gone to how we have accepted an interim government, it was a breach of the constitution. You know what I'm saying? consent or you cannot hold them accountable for being wrong. You all we the Liberians because we did not apply for positions, and there cannot be an election when there is no cocaine.
Okay. I think the panelists or our guests heard you, and I guess Mr. Douglas probably didn't have all of those informations available. He may try to settle because it's like you and Francis have tried to explain it to him. So I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Junior Dan, Richard Dan Junior, for your input. And so this is a situation here. You're getting the views of Liberians who are members of this organization. Francis, is there anything you want to ask?
Yes, it's my understanding that there's a celebration going on this weekend tomorrow in another part of Norway. Does it suggest that ULAN does not have control over the various communities as a claim that people cannot do things on their own?
No, not exactly. But it's like we give our communities here, we give them certain freedom as well to operate, and we don't dictate a lot to them. But there's a union here, so the union still stands, and begging. This is why they are celebrating tomorrow instead of pushing it when ULAN wanted to celebrate. We are celebrating here today. I mean, we'll be celebrating the July 26th and having elections and doing the convention because of the election. And the election, as people call us, the Douglas from Sweden said, we have been here for a long time, and that is the fact. And we are tired. Yeah. Some of us got here, we are not having gray hair. Now we're having gray hair. So, but with the begging issue, as I said, the community they can carry on projects, they can carry on programs, but we have not met the begging leadership because there's other information that we have gotten that we are not satisfied with some invitees. So, but we will look into it. We can say men can say all, but as I said, we'll look into it. But you don't have things under control. The commitment is there, but I must admit there are individuals within the begging organization that are somehow not showing that commitment, and the leadership there they are finding it very difficult to deal with such people. So it's like they are pushing their leadership to towards certain decision. And well, it's something that is on investigation, so we will look into it still. Yeah.
Yeah. Another concern is that they must talk about peace process or whatever. I mean, and that was initiated by the ambassador. Some of the critics says that there was a WhatsApp chat room created as a modem, to share ideas and what you call it, disseminate information to all parties, that were concerned, in the peace process. But they say that that chat room was turned into a ULAN Oslo chat room where those added and decisions were made when were culminated from those members who from Oslo, basically, and your friends that are your apologists or sympathizers of this leadership went about and made their own decisions and alter some parts of the agreement that was made. So can you just make some clarification?
Yeah, this is very new. It is very new because during the peace process, we had a peace committee, and the peace committee was responsible for the Zoom. That Zoom, we're operating with. So whenever they call the meeting, people come on Zoom, and there was no WhatsApp setup. So the Zoom was controlled by the peace committee, not even ULAN. So whenever they call a meeting, and the peace committee will say, "Okay, bring your members." But what they wanted is to be like, the leaders, like Emmanuel, who's the president, and maybe one other person will come, and then they will the flan, or the ad hoc 10 flan will bring maybe one person with another maybe two, and then they have that tete-a-tete, peace talk. So, but the peace committee said no. This is about every Liberian. So this forum should be open up to every Liberian. And if you have your organization, as you said, bring your members. I think that was a fair statement. Went back, brought all the members from all over Norway. So whenever they call a meeting, all the members will show face. They will come. Then, as for them, I can't speak for them. I don't know why their members couldn't turn in the numbers too. So I can't speak for them. So it been that. And then as the peace talk was going on, it reached to a point where the peace committee wanted to verify certain information, certain status, and you were requesting for some information, documents, and a lot of things. And you're not presented, and the other organization couldn't. So from that, I think they communicated with the ambassador, and they drew their conclusion. So it's not to say that we have WhatsApp. No, we don't have any WhatsApp chat room. That the peace committee had a Zoom where the meeting was held all the time. Yeah.
Oh, thank you
So
for that clarity.
say that again.
I said thank you for that clarity because
Yeah.
it was brought to our attention
Mm.
that there was a chat room that was created, where information regarding the process and the various actors will be,
Mm.
disseminated, and it was overwhelmed by our friends, you guys, and ULAN supporters. So yeah, but thanks for that
Yeah. Okay.
clarity.
Mm.
Yes, so you guys are going out, and the new
Mm.
leadership coming in. I have served in the Liberian. I served as president of what you call it, this association in Sweden for 10 years because the same situation of people coming in and taking over. You always have critics and cynics more than people who want to assume leadership.
Mm.
What I did, I can tell you my story. I just woke up one morning. We had an Independence Day celebration in Gothenburg. Yeah, I think it was August 24th celebration. And I told him about surprise that by September, if I'm resigning now, by September will be elections. Yeah, and so the people came in. I mean, it was that vacuum was there. People were like, "Oh, why? My clothes." People from other communities that we work with the leadership in Gothenburg, Mr. Seton Hills, and Abraham Sandy was the chairman of the community in what you call Malmo. They were all
Mm.
taken aback, surprised. But even my vice president, she was there with me, like, "Oh, so." Yeah, so people, I mean, they were forced to come in, and they'll have Mr. Ford now. But my
Mm.
concern here is that you guys are leaving a platform, a roadmap, a blueprint. Uh, from what I experienced in Sweden, I had a blueprint set up, a very good print that would have led the community to further integration and was not followed.
Mm.
So uh, I don't know what you guys are doing to ensure that whatever blueprint or model you guys have, created or crafted, that this current the incoming leadership will, uh, follow it to evolve, future uh, this integration of the of ULAN.
Mm.
So are you,
Yeah, we are leaving office, but we are not leaving ULAN. We'll be around, but the new leadership, they are coming with their own vision. Uh, and we cannot dictate to them. So they will have those beautiful ideas, and then to execute. You know, like I said, the structure of ULAN is in a way that we had a board. You know, we have board of directors. We have the general assembly, the body that meet on meeting summits and convention. So major decisions are not just taken by individual. Yeah. So you will have idea, and you got to bring it to the body, and the body will decide. So all what the blueprint that we have had, if the new leadership will say, "Oh, but then this is a mess, man. I can't work with this. I'll have mine." You got to bring yours for evaluation by the body, at which you got to present the mini summit, which you got to present the convention, and then the body will decide. So, oh, but then this is good. All ones in it they are mess, so let's kick their way. So the how it work. Yeah. But you have, as a leader, as the new administration, you have all the operational mandate. You know that you can carry on programs. You can bring in new ideas, how to solicit funds. You can create new ties. You can establish new projects. But then you have to get the approval of the people. The body got to approve it in the ministry and the convention. The board is there to do the check and balance on you too, as the executive. So all these structure are put in place for for checking. So we are well satisfied as we are living now. If our ideas are not good, they can be cast out, and the new ones can come. But then the body got to be there to agree upon it.
thank you.
Okay. We have a call coming in. We'll take this call, but let me just remind the viewers that Mr. Emmanuel Suah cannot come on the show because his gadgets cannot accept the system. He has tried and tried and tried. So Michael, he told me to mandate you to fully represent ULAN. So whatever you wanted to say, you can say you are being empowered by the chairman.
Mm.
Okay.
So I turn from the moonlight to the sun.
Yeah. if there's anyway where I can assist you, I will assist you. But you see, I will hate to do that because I am the moderator. But now let's take this call. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Jay Justin again. I'm calling from Oslo, member of ULAN. Yeah, my concern here is the upcoming election, right? I attended a meeting, I think, a day ago that there was some back and forth discussion concerning observation, electoral. I mean, people that will be there observing. Parties want the people to be there where the counting will be, right? And I think the EC came up with a suggestion, the leadership came up with a suggestion, and I think I overheard that if this thing continue like this, there will be no election. So I think it was the vice president who made that statement. So I want to know why he made that statement that there will be no election if things like that, if they keep coming up like this. I mean, like misunderstanding. And then my second question is, every candidates that are running now, they have that ambition of winning. And then if it comes about that, a candidate feels that he or she been cheated, how, and then, try to bring some misunderstanding, how will the leadership, approach this kind of matter? Thank you.
Okay, I think Michael, I don't know if Michael will address your questions, but
but can you relay that? I didn't get it clear.
Okay, the first question has to do with a discussion about observing the elections, and the EC made, according to him, the EC made one suggestion, and then the leadership made one suggestion. Those suggestions he did not clarify, but in the process of that discussion, you, the first chairman, you said if that argument, those arguments continue, then there will be no election. And he wants to know why he said that. Then the second one is about um Jay, I just the second one slipped my mind.
Yeah, the second one, I mean, is about, this election, this is my first election since I came to Norway 2004, and I never been around Liberian community. I just been in my own corner, right? And then I started coming around ULAN, and then I mean, I was.
Okay. I think I got your question. And the second, we don't have time. His second question is, if any confusion arises during the elections, what will the leadership do? Is that a question?
Yeah. This Kennedy come out.
You mean?
I want the election, and I mean, like, I kind of holla be there. Well, I mean, what would be how would the leadership solve this? This predicament.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Let me answer the last part. First, the last and the second to the last. I can recall where I said if in a situation that there will be no election, but the role of the leadership and the role of the election commission, there are two different roles. The election commission is there to conduct the election, and then we are there to make sure that those that are participating in the election, their ULAN members are participating. They are Liberians. That the candidates will say yes, the election was held, and our ULAN people participated, and our Liberians participated. We don't want any kind of those reports coming or that other people voted. And then in doing that, we have our roster. So we check. You bring your identity. We check the roster to see whether you are registered and you meet your requirement. The requirement is this is a convention. There's a national convention that occurs every 2 years. So people prepare themselves for this convention every 2 years. And every 2 years you have election. And during the convention, we have other expenses to undertake. And these expenses, the cost is shared among all members. Certain amount depends on the city in which they are having the convention. This year is the lowest that we are charging, 350 kroner for the 2 days, where you will be fed and you will participate in every other events of the entire convention. So people are paying, and those that are paying, they are the committed people that are coming up. And there are many.
Okay, we'll actually come to the upcoming program. But I think Justin's question was addressed. But thank you, Justin, for calling. Let's go to one thing, and then we can switch to the pending program. Francis did ask you what are some of the blueprints that you have left in place, so that if this new administration comes in, that they can build upon. And that brings me to the question about the 5 thematic areas that ULAN had. It was under this administration that those thematic areas were drawn up. Are you going to allow the incoming administration to continue with it? Are you going to present it to them as a platform for them to build on, or are you going to keep it and say, well, we can keep our project? It was our project, and so they can bring in their own project.
Yeah, we are. The point is, even though it was this administration that under which these dynamic areas were drawn out, it's not to say that they are the property of the administration or the leadership. They are property of ULAN. So they are the intellectual property of ULAN, and we are leaving them here for the next leadership to take it from there. So it's not something that to say, oh, we put on our arm and carry. We conducted this thing in mini summits and we agree upon. So mini summits make major decisions. So it has been adapted.
The far dynamic era. How far did you go with it?
Yeah, we only structured them, and then we try, because there were troubling times. Why we were on it, and then the peace talk going on, and then a lot of corona coming in, Ebola them in between, people being busy doing other things. So it was like we're doing things simultaneously, but we just get the structure. The structure is there, and then there are definitions, there are focus point. You know, everything is there. So the new leadership will come, and then we'll see in the blueprints that we are talking about. So it will not be of sign mind that you will see such blueprint and then you throw it away. And even if you decide to throw it away, all of your members will be there to say, "Oh, this is good. Don't throw it away." So it's just like people they are, if you're not in and you are not closer to see, you will not know what is there. So the leadership is coming; they will know what they are going to meet.
Okay, talk to us about your educational project that you had a long time ago. Was it a success? Are you still continuing it, or did you achieve what you wanted to do?
Yeah, we have the educational or the scholarship. We had scholarship before at the University of Liberia. We went to Liberia, and on our scholarship, beside the scholarship, we have we went to Liberia to establish another uh, the exchange program for students to come from University of Liberia directly to Tromsø University in Norway. A memorandum of understanding was created. We met the faculty, the senate, faculty of the ARU, and then we did our presentation. We exchanged documents. The memorandum was signed, and we came back. But unfortunately, the coordinator at the University of Tromsø passed, and that has stalled the entire process. So we had to, and then the peace talk behind us again. So we got to start from fresh. And then the scholarship, when we went to the Liberia, we went to Henry Costa or a studio, and then people are calling those that benefited from the scholarship. Oh yeah, I benefited. You know, even individuals that in Norway, when some of them went to Liberia, they said, "Oh, where you are from Norway? Oh, from Norway. Oh, my cousin on your scholarship. Thank you, thank you." They praise people that don't even know about the scholarship, just because they are Liberian from Norway, they are telling them thank you. So that's how far we went.
Okay,
And then,
what about other assistance that you learned went through? We had the Ebola, we have the Corona. Did you learn render any assistance in those or during those crises?
yeah, the Ebola, we worked hard. We mobilized here as me and me and my wife. We sang. We had a group of Liberty Choir. Richard Down said he sang. A lot of people lobby. People, individuals, the professional nurses in their areas, they lobby for medical supplies. People, we went on a ring selling food in one town they call Sunday Field. Other people are basically doing other things. Everybody contributed. A lot of people. Yeah, and then we had a 40 feet continuous sent to Liberia to distribute those items, and they were distributed. You check on YouTube now. Yeah, ULAN Ebola project. You check on YouTube now, you see that it is there. So, and then the Corona came. So the Corona too, we try to identify with the most vulnerable people, the SOS, the group of 77, and yeah, and yeah, that's the blind, the cripple. We send on the rice, and it was distributed as well. So and we plan to build school. There was the last project that we are earmarked on when our time is up. So the next administration will see all the blueprint, and I hope they will take it from there. But Labro needs schools. So if you will say no, we don't want school in Labro, then the ULAN members will question you. Yeah.
Okay. Our time is fast spent. We like 30 more minutes to get out of here, and so far it's been a very very nice discussion. But viewers, you can still call. The telephone number I can display it one more time, and you can call. That's a WhatsApp number, so it's not going to cost you anything. But let's go to the pending July
Yeah,
26th.
Liam, before you
Yeah,
go to the upcoming celebrations,
yeah.
I have a question that is very cardinal in the running of Liberian organizations. We have to do with the constitution. So the
Mm.
constitution that ULAN inherited. Uh, has there been any or changes, or maybe or you call it in the constitution? I mean, to reflect current day's reality, because constitutions, you know, were prepared, or in a time where things are not the same now, bringing coming
Mm.
forward. So, have you guys thought about that? Or have you guys, did anything like that? So, I mean, can reflect to the current day's reality.
Yeah, we are taught about that. The constitution does not totally we are aware of those changes. So that what we are having the convention next week, and that would be one of the major point of discussion, how to amend the constitution and bring those new ideas, that will of reality that will Liberian people, or that we will be able to incorporate in these new ideas and those new realities. Because there are a lot of things, yeah, a lot of things, and we've been talking about it, but the constitution does not reflect on a lot of things. So the constitution it has to be amended. That's the fact. Yeah.
Okay, um, that's good. But
Mm,
we're working good in time. Let me
mm.
just ask you, the pending convention that is coming. How is the planning being done? Is it going to be like how is the planning being done?
Yeah, you know has a planning committee, and the planning
Okay.
committee is working. So we, at first,
Hello?
when such program is coming, the community that is hosting it
Uh,
will come
You
and
we
bring
lost you.
their planning, their budget and what have you. But there have been a lot of
Hmm?
issues coming up, from this occasion. So you don't set up a planning committee that to
Mm.
spearhead, most of the planning. And so we've been working according to our plans. Things are on course, and the projected budget was announced in one of our meetings, and then we try to do a
Okay.
breakdown of the allocation of the budget, and then we send it maybe
The
before the next meeting will be prepared how the spending will go on. So we are on course. It's not a flamboyant spending, though other people are having problem now. 45,000 kroner is too much for the 2 days. But those most of them, maybe they are newcomers, or maybe they just want to talk, because other
yeah.
programs that we have had, like begging,
Okay.
we and begging have program we spend almost 80,000. In terms, so we went there with a lot of money spent there. So spending there going on, but when we drew all this 45,000, they say, oh, too much. But failing to realize that 5 years ago is 5 years ago. Today things have changed. Prices skyrocketing. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So we'll come back. We got a caller here. Hello, caller, and what is your name and where are you calling from?
Well, I'm Romeo Brown calling from Norway.
Okay, Reverend Rumi Brown calling from Norway.
Yeah, I just want to clarify some issues here so that we get a record straight before we go forward. And it has to do with the ULAN, the nomenclature, and why ULAN exists today. ULAN, the word, that's the acronym, Union for Liberian Associations in Norway. Now, with that nomenclature, it defines exactly what ULAN stands for. Now, initially, ULAN focused on bringing local associations or organizations under its umbrella structure. And by that time, many of these potential local organizations had their own internal problems, which became a negative factor to ULAN's own goal. It became very difficult because they already had their own problems within themselves, those local organizations. However, ULAN managed to bring about 4 to 5 of these local organizations under its administrative umbrella, and then move toward encouraging those disenchanted individuals from their local associations and as well as individuals who never had an organization to come on board and to participate. And this was successful. This effort, I want to clarify, it is this effort that helped ULAN to exist up to date. And so let it be very clear that the effort to bring people together has not been very easy. But these strategies ULAN took have helped ULAN to exist up to date. And I think we should give some credit to the past leadership for that effort. Because ULAN could have died away just like the other local organizations. But ULAN stood their ground to fulfill this goal. And I think we should thank, the leadership, even though they were there for long, but they did not plan to stay there long. But other factors that led to that, and I'm not ready to go into that now because of time. Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you, Reverend Remo Brown. Reverend Brown was part of in fact, he headed a peace committee, so he's speaking from experience. Okay, and so Michael will go back to the program because time is going. How many people are we expecting at this program this year?
This year, according to the influx, the 100, 150, 200 in between, yeah. But I think maximum will be like 200, including my children. Yeah.
Okay, but the list that I saw and that we talked about earlier on, the influx of new people, the list was very close to 100 people. Are you sure that those people are coming, or are they just registering with ULAN? In fact, are they registered?
Yeah, they are registered. Some of them are just registering, and some of them may come, but we are sure they will come. Yeah, but not that many because of
There was one sticker issue a couple of weeks ago. There was one sticker issue with the elections because the confusion with inter-election, and that sticker issue was people. There was a certain group of people who were opting for digital voting. That is, so somebody can stay home and call on a cell phone or maybe on Zoom or some media outlet and say I'm voting, and the other people said no. It's not possible. You should be present. In fact, the idea emanated from the convention that was held in March, and the convention did agree that there will be no digital voting, true or vote. It was passed through that there will be no digital voting. But then the other group was still saying that people should vote digitally. If not, it will be the contravention of their right. Has that problem been solved?
Yeah, been solved because the Constitution is say loud and clear that you gotta be present to cast your ballot, and we don't have the kind of infrastructure to conduct the kind of digital voting where you have voter confidentiality, where you have to protect someone's vote, where it takes a lot. People can just say things, but it takes a lot to conduct such measures. So, but according to the Constitution, you got to be present. So we will lay that to rest for now. But as an individual here now, I think digital voting will be necessary for a certain group of people, but not everybody, because this ULAN organization is to socialize as well, to meet. So if everybody is high behind their telephone and computer, then it will be acting the AI, the computer takes over. Then nothing else that will feel at the human part of ourselves, and to display our culture, to interact, to commune together, to fellowship in person. All this one will go away.
But the
So,
argument of the argument of the group that was against the digital voter, one of the argument is that I would stay home and vote. Me here, I would stay home, for example, and vote. If I vote, I don't even know the candidate I'm voting for, or the candidate doesn't know me. I vote for this candidate. I'm not present at the meeting. I stay home and vote this person in, and I would never. It's possible that I would never even show up at any meeting. In fact, you will not hear from me anymore after voting for the next 2 years that the administration will be in power. And this administration was brought in by my vote. And whether it's doing good or not, I don't care. Nobody will see me again. And that's
mm,
one reason. And then the other reason you also mentioned our physical presence, because ULAN is a living organic organization that people have to make things happen. So
mm,
if ULAN in the future will be planning some activity under that administration that will come, and I will vote to bring in that administration, I'll be saying that tomorrow, you even know me, you call me my phone can who's going to pay the dues, who's going to go and prepare the place for the program team. So I think that was
mm.
one of the arguments for the people who were against the digital voters. How do you look at that?
Yeah, that was right. That was right because it's that participatory, process here in ULAN. Because we got to meet, we got to talk. We have mini summit, means a meeting. We have all a program that July 20th celebration. We have a convention. We got a meeting person to discuss issues, to interact. We can't play football on digital. We having sports. Next will be how they call it, brushing up again. No young time on will be brushing there. So all that will not happen if you can't meet. But my point here is there are certain categories of people that would need the digital voting as well, but they got to be well documented on a ULAN's or membership roster. So where we find that you are old pensionist, you cannot move around. Maybe then you can be extended, or maybe you are sick and then you can move, and then you can be extended that opportunity to vote, by either email or by text or whatever. But we know you that you who is voting, to identify, get a clear identity. But you not just call, at random and say, oh, I'm a librarian in the corner there, and then it says you want to vote. But those healthy ones, if everybody say, oh, I'm going to vote, because going even to the next town here, it costs a lot of money. So if based on the financial aspect, I don't think digital voting will be extended to anybody for financial means, because you can't afford to get bus ticket or plane ticket or train ticket. Everybody in Norway been going to places and they been going through those expenses. So if you don't have money that particular convention or for that mini summit, then you sit down and wait for the minutes. Maybe 2-3 years later you get money and then you travel. Because everybody traveling. Everybody burning gas, everybody sacrifice. That's a commitment we are talking about. The commitment to be member of an organization. And if you want you want good from that organization, you gotta be, you got to sacrifice, you gotta be committed, and these are obligations, for every other members.
Francis, you got any question?
Uh, Now, the question here is that you guys applied to EFLA, I guess, and I don't know what the outcome. Have you guys heard from EFLA in that respect?
No, not to my knowledge, because the president will try to brief his executive members. No, I don't think so.
All right.
Okay. And my concern still has to do with the upcoming program. What are some of the highlights of this program that we expect by next week?
Yeah, next week I think this program is somehow huge, because we have election this year, and it will be the first election that this administration is conducting, maybe first and the last. Yeah. So we'll start with sports. On the Friday, people will be arriving, and then about 4 o'clock, p.m. we'll be going on the field to play. The children will play first, or children's sports or children games, and then from there, the women will play. The women will play kickball, and then the men will play, over new term of soccer, football, and then there will be food. You know, be preparing, or gonna package for people, like sausage and bread and what have you. We in Norway will eat sausage a lot. So there'll be sausage and bread, and then other thing will be there. If you want to eat like fried rice, there'll be fried rice for sale cheap with good barbecue meat, chicken, turkey, meat. Everything will be there. We have cold water waiting. The other way, there's a guy Emmanuel Fire. He donated some medical kits, in case of injury, on the field, and then you'll be well taken care of. So there'll be fun, and then after that we'll go to we'll go and change dress and go for the debate, presidential debate. Then after the debate we have the concert, gospel hour, gospel concert, and preach and all Thanksgiving. And then we climax it with some gospel music. The DJ will be there to blaze the whole place up, and then we dance for God. And then the next day on Saturday, we have the convention meeting. That is where we do discuss issues of like the constitution amendment, the new ideas coming in, the grievances, people will come, or a lot of things will be talked about there. And then after the convention meeting, we have the election itself. And then after the election, now we'll have the indoors program, the evening program to climax the entire convention. So be good food served, things to drink, and the president will be giving a 10 over note speech, and the new code of officer will be inducted, and we have dinner too, and then from there we have a dance party, and all the latest dance and dinner will be showcased. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm forced now to ask this question. The people who will be attending this program, there were two sticky issues. Some people say everybody attending this program should pay registration fee, that convention fee, so to call it, that amount, 350 krona, and that will cover the food and whatever, your entrance and your food and whatever. Now, and that will also qualify you as a delegate to the convention. And some people say no. If you do that, if you compare the people to pay, some people will not want to come to vote. Has that problem been solved?
When it comes to money issue, even though we are in the Western world, advanced country like Norway, people still have problem. But it's a convention, a 2 days convention. You come, you'll be fed, and these are the services that people will be rendering. We have hall to pay for, we have DJ to pay, we have a lot of food to buy, and in other issue, the decoration and whatever, all these we talk about 45,000 budget. So if we are charging a little of 350 krona, I think is very people are paying already. So those they are just testing waters maybe, but people that want to attend, they will come, they will attend, because they are paying. Before we have conventions, we have July 26th celebration, and people pay 1,500 krona. I'm talking about 6-7 years ago, and maybe it should have been going up instead of going down. So we reduced it to 350 krona due to the financial crisis of the world, the situation that we find ourselves in today. So at least it's somehow reasonable, and people should reason. These are the responsibility of members to meet. It's an organization. It's not a country that we are running. It's an organization. The organization got to live up, to be run, through the finances. So that don't say we are applying for a huge set of money from organization or the Norwegian government. We got to lobby among ourselves sometimes, to get money. So these are the little contributions, not little per se, but these are the contributions that people have to make for ULAN to stand and to have events like this. It's not a 2 days something. 1 day or 1 hour, 2 hours something we're talking about. 2 days, and you come, it's no food. We can't perform magic. Yeah, so the money you pay, it will cover all these. It's just unfortunate that the election, or fortunate, I don't know how to put it, or the election will happen within this convention. This if the election was taken out of the convention for another time, they'll say we want to have election August or next year. Then only the convention will have. Then when the election come in now, then maybe everybody can go there and have the election. Maybe they will not pay anything. I don't know. But now it merged. People, you gotta feed people. You gotta do this election. You can't go for election for 2 days. Election like a few 1 day or few hours you're finished and finish. But
Okay.
convention that events, from one to another. So there are 2 days, and 2 days there are services that will be provided. There are food will be provided. So the cost got to be shared among every member.
Okay, ULAN is not just a little organization in Norway. ULAN has been, visiting other well-known organizations from other parts of the world that exist in Norway. Uh, so, are you inviting any other foreign organization to this event this year?
Yeah, not exactly. Unfortunately, we because we don't want to just waste time. Just for the sake, because we have our sister organization here, the Swedish Liberian organization. They invited us before, so we intended to invite them, but then something came up in the Netherlands. There will be EFLA, who Netherlands is hosting the July 26th celebration in Amsterdam, and then EFLA will be having that general election as well. So this coincidence, it didn't give us that that conscience to say we invite people in the Swedish organization, or maybe uh people from Germany or whatsoever area, or even EFLA, because EFLA should have been here. Yeah, the leadership of EFLA should have been here, but then we thought it was because EFLA is having election, and the celebration is in Netherlands this year, so I don't think we should even invite any of the guys because they will not be around. And then we were questioned too why we're having election on the same day. I mean, the program on the same day while EFLA or Netherlands having it, and we explained. So I think they understood our position, because the 12 years that we've been in power, 11 years we've been in power, it's too much that we can extend it to another day. So this coming, yeah, because when we entered the place, all our hair was dark. Now we are going with gray, so it's enough. Yeah, we are
Or
tired. So I want to go in the Bahamas for my retirement. So I want to go immediately after after the
Yeah,
election.
what about other groups that are not Liberian groups but exist in Norway? Like we got the Ghanaian community, the Sierra Leonean, the other African groups. Have you invited any of them?
Oh yeah, with that respect, yes, we have invited the Sierra Leonean, the Ghanaian, the Nigerian, the tenor. They explain, they give an excuse they may not be coming, but individual Nigerian will come. I mean, not representing their organization or their nation. Sierra Leone will be coming full. They said they are sending, I think, 8 person, 8 delegates, and then but all individual Sierra Leone will be there. And the Ghanaian are coming, they are sending people as well, but all Ghanaian individual will be there. So all nationalities will be there, from Congo, from different places will be there. So yeah, we have invited people from other communities, from international communities.
Time I caught up with us. Francis,
Mhm.
you have any final word or question? Then Marco can wrap up and then we can take exit.
No, I just want to conclude on this note that I want to wish Marco and his team a very successful convention and elections, free of violence and agitation. So we look forward to see you guys, ULAN and Marco and his group, in the future. Probably August 24th, you guys can probably, invite EFLA, or EFLA may probably extend an
Mm,
invitation to come to Norway. Yeah, I'm not speaking on behalf of EFLA, just a suggestion. I don't know, because
mm,
it might be something that might come off in the leadership, because I'm here playing a twin mother role, you
mm.
know. Yeah, so again, I just want to wish you all the best, and hopefully next year we can coordinate and synchronize our activities, so we can clash, so we can all meet on, as a unified a body or collective or Liberian associations in Europe, and at a one particular space, we can all brainstorm, and move our various organizations together and Liberian community in particular. So on that note, I want to thank you, Lincoln, for the time, and hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday by the grace of God. We keep in touch behind the scenes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Francis Mensah, he's a regular contributor on the show here, guest or panelist. Or Micah, is there anything that we didn't touch about your
Oh,
organization?
yeah, there was a concern from a caller from Oslo concerning security. Yeah, so we are contemplating on that to have our security, but it will cost a lot. But we are looking into it, and we will make the environment very safe. I think Norway is a peaceful country, and they have their law and order checked well. So if you want to be disgruntled and want to cause confusion, and the police station is right nearby, is so yeah, they can be contacted but we are putting everything to perspective, everything in order that the election will be free and fair, free of violence, and yeah, so everything will be good, because the locality and how the voting booth is set up, the voting place is set up, how the land will be. So there'll be no room for anybody causing chaos there. As you enter, you vote, you come out. Just like that. So it will be okay.
I almost forgot. Where are these programs being held? Which city in Norway?
Yeah, it's in Drammen. Drammen is the administrative headquarters or city for the Viken County. So the Viken County is very large, and I think the most populated county in Norway. So the city of Drammen is a port city as well. So yeah, it's a central point. You have train going there, and buses going there for all points from. So it's well connected. Yeah, so it will be in the central part of Drammen as well. It's not on the outskirts, So it's the central, town. Yeah, so we have it good. Yeah.
Okay, that was Mr. Michael or Ambassador Michael Forsther, Vice President of the Union of the Union of Liberian Associations in Norway, ULAN for short. Unfortunately, we did not get the president, Mr. Emmanuel Suah, because his gadgets could not accept the system, could not accept to come on. And so we're sorry, but I think the organization or the leadership was well represented by the vice president. And we hope to hear from the new leadership when they take over. Probably we might bring them on the show again one day to hear what their plans are, what we'll be doing for the next years. So hopefully this is not the first time or the last time you're going to be hearing about ULAN. So I want to say thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure having you, and we hope that we can all have a very nice, pleasant weekend. And
Yeah.
we're not going to have you on the show again until the 26th, the program, the convention. So we wish all of you a nice celebration and elections. And like Francis said, we hope the elections are free and fair and violence free, which we do not expect. Liberians are very peaceful people, as far as I know. We have not had any incident like that. We can have our disagreements, but we have not had any incident like that. So we hope to uphold that integrity at the upcoming convention. I want to say thank you to all of you, and this is how we like to take it home.
To all the managers.
And let me just say to Facebook, we do not have copyrights to this music. It's a Liberian music, and we love it. And we are talking about our country, Liberia, and that's why we feel it was necessary to play this music. And Facebook, please do not block us. We do not have any right, any copyright to this music. It's only because it is our country's music and we are talking about our country and we want to relate it to the people that we're talking to. That's why we are playing it. I want to thank you and hope that you will not block our video. Thanks a lot, viewers. Next time we see you, my name is Linford Goer, and it was nice having you. Take it easy and have a nice celebration as we go through the weekend.